Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you all are feeling good. Uh, our today's lecture is in the continuation of our previous topic, which we have started in our last lecture, which was migration to Medina, and we have covered paragraph 1 and 2 of question A. Question 5 part A. So in this lecture we will be covering the rest of the two paragraphs, paragraph number 3 and paragraph number 4. So let's get started. Paragraph number 3, you will be covering the event of the cave of Sawr, right? So when Holy Prophet ﷺ and Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Razi Ta'ala Anha, they both has taken shelter in the cave of Sawr. So what happened that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq Razi Ta'ala Anha went first, and he cleaned the place and then filled all the holes from his turban. One hole remained uncovered where he placed his foot. So afterwards he called Prophet ﷺ to come inside. Then meanwhile a snake stung his foot, so Prophet ﷺ applied his blessed saliva and the pain vanished. Then Abu Bakr Siddiq and his family supported a lot during this event. Meanwhile, the Quraysh were searching for them everywhere. So Hazrat Abu Bakr felt worried about it. Then Holy Prophet ﷺ consoled him and he said that don't worry, indeed Allah is with us. So because of the trust of Holy Prophet ﷺ on Allah, has made him so relaxed. Next you will be writing about Allah's protection, that how did Allah protect them and how did he help them. So what happened then when Quraysh were searching or reached the entrance of the cave, then Allah protected the Prophet ﷺ and Abu Bakr. How? A spider spun a web across the cave entrance so that nobody can even imagine that someone has entered in it, and also a pigeon laid some eggs near the entrance, which is also an indication that none of the person has entered here for a long time. So these were the things that made the enemies that not to enter the cave, and they left without going inside. So this is how they have been protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's a great kind of help from Allah. So do mention in paragraph number 3 about the support of Hazrat Abu Bakr's family, like his son Hazrat Abdullah. He used to bring some news from Makkah that what are they planning and what are they intended to do next. Then Hazrat Asma, the daughter of Hazrat Abu Bakr, would bring food for them so they can have their sustenance. Then one of the slave of Hazrat Abu Bakr, Amr bin Fuhaira, he used to graze goats and bring them to cave, so they both drink fresh milk and used to remove the footprints of Abdullah and Asma. So these were the support you will be mentioning in paragraph number 3. Then in paragraph number 4, you will be covering the events, that how did they spend their 3 days in the cave of Sawr, and then what next they have done. They started continuing the journey. They traveled through the desert for several days, and then finally they reached outskirts of Medina, and people of Medina warmly welcomed the Prophet ﷺ, and it was a moment of great happiness and celebration. Then you will also writing all of these things in paragraph number 4 in detail. Okay, so don't just write the answer precisely. I want the answer must be written in details. So in next slide you will get the points as well. So you will also be writing in detail the traveling through the desert. The journey from Makkah to Medina was about 450 kilometers and took several days. You need to write these things in detail. So what happened during the journey, all right? Then you have to write that how did they travel, or at what time they used to travel. So they mostly traveled at night to stay safe, right? and also the way or the roads or the areas or the routes they have chosen and why. So you need to write each and everything in detail, right? So don't make the answer precisely that miss has told us to write these events only. No, you have to give details on each and every point, and you can take help from book, you can take help from Google. It's up to you. All right. Then event of Suraka was another person that was in search of Holy Prophet ﷺ, that as Makkans have announced some reward for those who brought Holy Prophet ﷺ back to them, either alive or dead. So what happened during this event also you need to mention in detail. So when he was coming near to Holy Prophet ﷺ, what happened? That his horse repeatedly sank into the sand, and he realized that Prophet was protected by Allah. So then he asked for forgiveness, and he was promised safety. So this was the thing that had happened during this. Then you will also be writing about arrival at Quba, right? So before entering Medina, the Prophet ﷺ first stopped at Quba mosque near Medina, and then Prophet ﷺ stayed there for a few days, and then he helped build the first mosque in Islamic history. Then afterwards you will be writing about arrival in Medina, that how did Holy Prophet ﷺ enter in Medina, and when he was entering, the people welcomed him warmly, and such a remarkable welcome in the history. So this event was very important because it marked the beginning of the first Muslim community and Islamic state, and Islamic calendar, Hijri calendar, starts from this event. So you need to write each and every point in detail. I'm telling and mentioning it again and again, so that your answer must cover the length of at least 3 to 4 pages and 4 paragraphs, so that you can get good marks. I hope you people enjoyed today's lecture, and you must have understood the lecture. So now, coming to our homework, it's do question 5 part B. Write down the significance of this journey for Muslim community. Okay, so as I have already told you, that part B mostly we give as a homework, so you can do it by yourself easily. And as you know that it's 4-marker question, so you need to cover the length of 1 page and write the answer in detail as well. Okay, so I hope all of you must have understood the question number 5, which is migration to Medina. How did Holy Prophet ﷺ migrated? And let's end our lecture here. Have a good day. Allah Hafiz.